good and what up? It's your brother SamAnt here at Viral Hip Hop News. Do me a favor, family, before we get started with the content. Y'all know what to do. Go up top and hit that like button. Alright, man, so 2019 has been a year of extreme highs and extreme lows, and unfortunately I have one of the lows in 2019. Boxing legend Pernell Whitaker was killed Sunday night after he was hit by a car in Virginia Beach. This is by way of TMZ Sports. He was only 55 years old. Now, officials received a call around 10:04 p.m. in response to an accident at the intersection of Northampton Boulevard and Baker Road. When cops arrived, they located the man who had been hit by a vehicle who was in really bad shape, and TMZ was told that the man was Pernell Whitaker. Now, emergency medical personnel at the scene tried to resuscitate Pernell Whitaker, even performing CPR on him, but unfortunately he succumbed to his injuries and died. Now, cops are investigating. Unclear if the driver of the car was arrested, but he did not stay on the scene to speak with police. It's not, in bold letters, a hit and run situation. It's very confusing to me, but I'll continue now. Obviously, Pernell Whitaker was from Virginia, held world titles in 4 different weight classes: lightweight, like welterweight, and like middleweight. Was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2006. He had a phenomenal 44-1 record, starting his career in 1984 and finishing out in 2001. Had 17 knockouts. He was also a gold medalist in the 1984 Olympics. One of the greatest defensive fighters who have ever done it. It's really eerie because the day before he passed away, he took a picture that I'll show up top right now with obviously one of the greatest boxers who ever lived, Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people will put him as the greatest defensive fighter of all times, but Mayweather himself will tell you he is a student of Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, one of the greatest defensive fighters I have ever seen, arguably even better than Mayweather, even though the records don't prove it. I'll never forget sitting back watching as a kid Pernell Whitaker fight Julio Cesar Chavez, and Julio Cesar Chavez had about 1 million fucking fights, undefeated. Everybody loving him. Pernell Whitaker went in there and tore his ass up, and they didn't give him the victory. One of the most terrible rob jobs I've ever seen in a boxing ring. With that being said, it just showed how great Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker was. Julio Cesar Chavez couldn't touch him that night, and that's not saying anything bad on Julio Cesar Chavez. Not many people could, man. One of the greatest boxers of all time. They don't know if there was any foul play going on. Let me read a little bit about that, because they were saying that he was that it was not a hit and run in a popular nightlife area. So they're not trying to say that. They don't know if there was any foul play or anything going on. Pernell Whitaker definitely was a partier. I worked in Atlantic City for a long time, and occasionally ran into Sweet Pea Whitaker, and there was a big boxing and fighting event going on. Never acted crazy, but like going out and having a drink and do what men do. You know what I mean? So very unfortunate situation coming by way of TMZ right now. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker dead at 55 by a hit and run in Virginia. Condolences to his family, condolences to his children, his wife if he had it, his mother, his family, and just condolences to the people and around Pernell Whitaker, one of the greatest boxers of all time. Hopefully we can get some more video of him throughout the week, just to give people a remembrance of how great this man was in the boxing ring. A real genius, a real pioneer of his time. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section right now. Let me know what you think of Sweet Pea Whitaker, your best memory. I know I got some brothers around my age that definitely remember Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, man. So give me your favorite fight, give me your favorite story on Pernell Whitaker. Also in the description box, you'll see links to our Twitter, IG, and make sure you subscribe to the most underrated, most dangerous podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all major online outlets to date. The Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. My brother Old God dropping the Shoot the podcast later on this afternoon to talk about Pernell Whitaker a little more in depth. But until then, this is Viral Hip Hop News. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like I said, leave a comment section. Make sure you share this video, like the video. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. R.I.P. Pernell Whitaker. I'm out of here, man. Peace.